Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set, 19! Let's get some penetration here. To the car! And let's go!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. Let's go for the Texans. First down.
19!
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
54! 59!
On first and 10, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Watson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had the bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Balaj. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Middle.
A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Flush to his right. That complete to Lamar Miller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
The warm-up QB, too, is bringing the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 2nd and 12, Watson with a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Come on, set. 94. And let's pin the mirrors back.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On second and 11 now. Watson on the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Rosen to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, but it'll be second down. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Rosen will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Miller, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run it with Balaj. And he gets it down to the 32. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's got it to Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
the best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On first down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down and goal to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
We got 3 con, 132 fighter. 25. Hey, Charlie. 25. Get it.
A final shot before break. Hill. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On play action, Rosen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Balaj. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by brilliant body Calhoun. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Texans 40, Dolphins 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Buying time to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Rosen will throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Miller. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Dolphins 28. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary Conley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, Alpha. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Out of the gun. Hill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
61, match,
they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And now here's another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Johnson. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.